Hey everybody, welcome back to YGC, also known as Young Girls Chat. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're gonna go ahead and get started into our video. So today I'll be talking about, dear ladies in your 20s, I want to let you know that you are not a failure. And so currently, I felt led to speak on this because currently I've been going through the same thing. So if you guys don't know, I am a 21-year-old. I just graduated school and it's like, what's next? Okay, I also am married. I just got married in December, so congrats to me. But yes, Lord, so it's like no one ever talks about this, to be honest. At least I haven't seen anybody talk about this. So stay tuned and I will go into different things that I went through or what you could be going through in your 20s and how God can use you. So for me, going through high school, elementary, going all the way up from elementary to high school, through college too, I've always been told that I'm weird and that I'm different. And more of the story for that is like, I didn't hang around certain people. I wasn't going to certain things. I'm gonna say up until college, I wasn't doing certain things. I dressed differently than everybody else. Like, it was to the point where I used to get called pilgrim. I used to get called like different stuff, just for the way I dressed, talked, act, and I didn't go to parties. I wasn't doing any of that, right? And then I remember going to church. I went to a church one time and one of the people were telling me, I was telling them how like I was starting to feel depressed and everything in college. And you know what they told me? Try joining like organizations and like pledging. Like pledging is something they told me to do a lot, right? Just do that, get out there, go to parties. Like, and like I really did not. I was like, no, like I used to like, and then when I started doing that stuff in college, I was like, this is not even feel right for me. Like, like it's not it when you're in an environment, and even though you may not be doing nothing there, but you're still there, I guess to feel included or feel try to find wherever you fit in, and you're there and you feel like you don't belong. And that's when I knew this is not it. And also, I'm not gonna lie, in college, I feel like my life started going downhill because what do you mean? Like at the beginning, like it was just a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. And it was just I started doing stuff I said I would never do. Never do. And for what? For what? And so I'm not gonna lie, during those times you need to rely on God because that is no joke. Okay. But yeah, like I said, they always said I was different, weird. And so because of those things, that was already a seed planted. And so when I went to college, it was like, okay, you know what, maybe I'm gonna be different. Or maybe, I'm gonna just start doing stuff. Like, I'm just gonna stop caring. Like, I started listening to secular music, going to different stuff I had no business, hanging around people I had no business. And like I said, I already felt disincluded and everything like that. But I still chose to go and do those things, I guess, to feel I guess included or find my people or my space. And that just led me, because the music, secular music is not good, right? You're saying these words, and for what? These are not positive words. It starts mind, body, and soul is all connected, sweetheart. And what you're saying, if you're saying negative stuff, you're speaking bad over your life. And you don't know what they go through to make that music, so just don't do it, okay? Just cut it out. So I had to personally cut it out. That's just, and I already, like, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up not listening to that music, so it wasn't hard for me to let go of that music, period. I already felt like, now dancing music, it was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I can't dance anymore. What are you talking about? Like, this is me, yo. No, you gotta let that go, okay, period. So yeah, and I'm gonna give you a verse on this, John 15:19. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. So little did I know then that was God protecting me, like all those years. Like even though I was different and people used to tell me that all the time, you know, you don't really understand why. You know what I'm saying? You just, dang, or you get bullied or whatever the case is, you know, you start to wonder, why? Am I the issue? Am I the issue? No. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that the world might hate you. Well, will hate you. It's the Bible a day. So the world will hate you. And you know, you just have to find people around you who are going in the same direction of you. It's important to get around people who are uplifting you, speaking positive over you, praying over you, and just, you know, having good conversations and everything like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into, and if you guys, I'm looking at my notes because I definitely wrote them down just because I want to stay on topic and make sure I'm giving what I need to give out. Okay. The next one is your goals not happening. Okay, goals are not happening. So for this one, Proverbs 19:21, you can make many plans, but the Lord's way will and purpose will prevail. Okay, so that means no matter what you're doing, God's way will prevail eventually. You could choose to go the long way, or you could stay the task, go through the trials and tribulations that you may go through to make you stronger, well, will go through, make you stronger, and go into your purpose. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna lie with y'all. Like, this is a big one for me because, like, growing up, you know, like high school, they started telling you, do this, you have to do your endorsement, like what you want to do when you get out of school, everything like that. They try to get you ready for college, and then when you get to college, you're doing what you think you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing, and everything like that. And then no one talks about the aftermath of graduating school, and you're looking for a job, and where is it, right? And so I don't want to say all those years was for what, because I definitely did learn stuff while I was in college. Yes, so when I went to high school and college, it's like they try to tell you what you're gonna do. They want you to plan everything out. They want you to plan your life out. And I'm not gonna lie, like me and my best friend, if she know, like, well, she does know because we used to do it together. Like ever since eighth grade, we used to plan our lives together. I don't know which women and young adults used to do that, but we used to do that. We'd be like, okay, I'm doing this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be entrepreneurs. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go to college, and boom. And it was like, what is going on? None of those things happened. So really, like, you have to give your will to God, and you have to deny yourself every single day, and you have to give it to God. Right, give your desires. Like I was listening to Here's My Isaac by a Christian podcast or podcasters, I don't know what you call it, but they have a podcast, and I started listening to Hear My Isaac, and you're telling them like your life is a sacrifice, so you're giving it to God. Like you're giving everything, your desires, what you feel your purpose is, whatever, you're giving it to God. It's not about you. It's about doing God's will through you, him doing his will through us. And so that's what we have to deny ourselves, y'all. Like, girl, you can have your whole life planned out, right? And then you say, by a certain age, I want this, I want that, yada yada yada. But boom, when you get that age and it's not there, you're looking like, what do you mean I didn't reach my goals? Personally, for me, I wouldn't take it personal. Like I would say, like, if you're fasting and praying and you are submitted to God, God has you exactly where he wants you to be. And that's one thing I have to realize now. Personally, like I started feeling like, dang, I feel like a failure, because I was like, I went to school, I did yada yada, and I'm so used, like in high school, I was president of this, I was drum major, I was color guard, like NHS, like I feel like I don't want to say had it all, but I was definitely more doing everything, right? And now I feel like God is in the season of sit down and I need you to wait. I need you to just calm down, and I need you to surrender your life to me. And y'all, the waiting season is definitely no joke. It's no joke, but you gotta continue to fast, pray, right? And just he'll handle everything, right? So that's one of the things for me. So again, continue to focus on him, not worry about your own will. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it be me. Like I be praying, Lord, if it's not for me, shut those doors. If that job is not for me, shut those doors. If these people not for me, please remove me some kind of way. And then when it happens, I'd be like, oh my gosh, look at me now. Like, bro, I am not doing what I said I was gonna do. I am not saving money. I'm not doing this. You know, and it's like, girl, wait, you're moving too fast, right? And so, and again, do different seasons of our life and trials and tribulations, you need to start thinking, Lord, what are you trying to teach me during this season of my life? That's the most important thing. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna choose to go on the Lord's side, whatever that means, right? And next, let's talk. The next one is still sinning, and to be honest, it is your choice. Like I said, it's up to you which way you choose to go. So James 4:17. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is a sin. So when you're born again and you start going through different things and you learn from right from wrong and you start having discernment, you pray for wisdom, you know, girl, I should not be going to that party. No, I should not go out this late. No, I shouldn't be around these people. You know, no, I should not be chasing a job, trying to get that money, get that bag. No, that is, what are we talking about? Or like, and I'm gonna be honest, like for me, I used to be like, I guess you would call it a boss woman. Like, as people would say, I have, what did I say? Oh, I'm a go-getter, right? Go-getter, I get whatever I want. No, that's the issue right there. You need to sit down. That has nothing to do with God, right? And so, yeah, that's one thing I learned. And again, like, still sinning, it's a choice. Like, I'm gonna speak for me personally right now. And currently in this season, I was going through gluttony. And I feel like that's from different habits and everything like that, trauma, different mindsets that you go through when you're younger. It can turn into adulthood. And I'm only 21, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? So right now, currently working through that. And I definitely will say again, fasting. We are called to fast as Christians. We are supposed to be fasting. So fast, right? And honestly, I didn't know that until I started reading scripture, and I was like, oh, so we are supposed to fast. What do you eat? So yeah, so currently, like, fasting from things that you think you need to survive when you really don't. You need the Lord. You need the Lord, okay? And we need to deny our flesh every single day. So that's a big one. I know sexual immorality in young adults in their 20s is very, very important. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like in my younger days, I really do wish people would talk about that a lot more, because the struggle is real, especially in this day and age, being set apart. People will call you weird because you don't do stuff. People will do this and that. Like, you never know, you know, what you're gonna go through, you know, and what people are saying. But when you do go through it, like, it can have an effect on you, and you may not even know. But I feel like this is the truth. God knows what we're gonna go through, and God knows what the world has in it, right? So we have to give it to him. So he already knows, like, the word is the truth. This is the book of life. Like, we should be, I don't know why I'm talking this, but the Bible is the way, the truth, and the life. We need to be, that is our, like, our, not covenant, what do I call it? Like, commandments. Though that is what we need to get through this life. Like, this is a passing era, y'all. This is passing. We're not here forever. So that's when I had to start realizing, girl, that car don't matter. This don't matter. You need to be on your knees, right? And you'll know. You'll have your will. And again, you have to choose. So y'all, I'm just praying that this has touched you guys, and that I did help in some way, motivate you guys. Yeah, so I hope that helped you guys. Stay tuned. Bye.